welcome back to my channel. This is Georgia from Georgia's Shenanigans. Today I thought I would show you how to make a mala or a yoga meditation bracelet. So I've got three here that I've already made. This one is made with obsidian beads, 6mm, and then you've got your little spaces in between, and then you've got your guru bead, which is a 12mm faceted black glass bead, and obviously it wraps twice around your wrist. It's stretch as well. This one is made from 6mm apatite, blue apatite beads, and it's got little stainless steel balls in between for the spacer beads or the station beads. And then you've got your guru here, which is also made from apatite, and a 6mm and an 8mm on this one. This one is Sugulite. It's beautiful, beautiful purple. 6mm again with little stainless steel spacers. A couple little barrel beads at the end. You've got your what's called the guru, which is a 10mm ceramic bead, and another one of the little Sugulite ones. The guru bead's attached on a bale bead, and what I do is I wire wrap them onto there so there's no chance of it coming off. And again, wraps twice around your wrist. They're really, really nice. So for it to be a mala or a meditation bracelet, malas traditionally are necklaces, but these days we also have bracelets. So the necklace would have 108 beads, a bracelet has 54, and each of your little spaces is at 6. So when you're meditating or you're chanting and you're moving along your beads, or you're chanting whatever is meaningful to you, when you get to a spacer bead, then you know you've done 6. And the idea is you go all the way around, and then when you get back to here to your guru bead, on a necklace you don't go past the guru bead. On a bracelet you could go around a second time. So that's basically how they work and how they're used. But today I'm going to show you how to make one. They're very, very simple and quick and easy, and they look fantastic. Even if you don't do yoga or meditate, they still look really, really great. So let me get some beads together and I will be right back. So what I'm going to make this bracelet with is 6mm kunzite beads. They're a really pretty bead. They're very similar to a rose quartz. They've got more of a lavenderish kind of colour. So yeah, that's those. So there's 6mm. For our guru bead, we're going to use a 6mm and an 8mm kunzite. We're going to use a bale bead, which is going to hold our guru bead on the bracelet. A little 3mm stainless steel ball, a bead cap, our station beads or spacer beads, whatever you prefer to call them, our little square flowers that'll go between rungs of 6 beads. We'll need a head pin to make the guru, piece of tiger tail, just fold in half to use as a needle, a bead stopper, scissors to cut your elastic, cutters to cut your head pin, round nose pliers, a regular pair of pliers. You'll actually need 2 pairs of pliers, some glue. So your elastic, I'm using 0.5mm Crystal Tech elastic. I find this elastic is actually quite good. It lasts really well. I've actually got a bracelet on here, that this one here, that I've been wearing for quite some time, and it's made with this elastic, and it's lasted really well. So I've had this one on for probably non-stop for probably 3 months, and yeah, it's going really well. So first of all, you want to cut yourself about 80 or 90 centimetres of elastic. Put your tails together, or your ends together, and pop a bead stopper on. Just like that. Always pre-stretch your elastic. If you don't, after your bracelet's been worn a little while, it'll stretch itself and you'll have gaps in your beads, which really is not a good look. Pop your tiger tail through the loop on the end to make yourself a needle. You could use a big eye needle or something like that, but when you get to the end, and you'll see when we've finally finished threading the beads, you'd have to actually break the needle to get it off to be able to finish the bracelet properly. So I always just use a piece of scrap tiger tail. I find that's much easier when I'm making these. So to begin, we start off with one of our spacer beads. We do 6 of the kunzite beads. Because they're small, they can be a little bit fiddly. But it is what it is. And I don't know, I find threading small beads is actually quite therapeutic. It's fiddly, but for me it's not a problem. So I don't know if everybody would agree with that. But anyway, so that we've got 6 on there, and we're going to pop our next spacer bead on. So this is what you've got. So I'm going to go through and thread the rest of these beads on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've finished threading on the beads. So you can see that we have a spacer or a station bead, and then 6 beads, and then another spacer. So that's just the repeated pattern throughout the bracelet. So what we'll do now is we'll make the guru that's going to go on here. So to start off, you want to grab your head pin, pop your things onto it that you're going to make your guru from, and in this case we're going to use an 8mm bead, a bead cap, and a 6mm bead. Now we want to wire wrap that onto our little bail bead. So to do that, grab yourself a pair of needle nose pliers and bend your head pin to a right angle like that. Grab your round nose pliers, tuck them into the bend, and then bring the wire over the top of your pliers all the way around. Twist your pliers and take it the rest of the way. So you've got what looks like that. Hoping you can see that okay. Now we just want to open up this loop because we want to put the bail bead into the loop. So grab your bail, pop it on, close the loop up, which I just use my fingernail. So now you've got, oops, sorry, now you've got that. So now you need to grab your needle nose pliers and just grab it right on the loop. Grab a second pair of pliers, hold the end of the wire and wrap it around. So 2 or 3 times, depending on what you want to do. So now it looks like that. Now this little tail here, we need to cut that off. So grab a pair of slush cutters. I'll actually bend this over just a little bit just to make it so that I can get closer. And then just cut that off. Grab your loop again. Straighten it up. Now where you've cut that wire off, you just want to tuck that tail in. So you've got nothing sticking out, because you don't want it to scratch anyone or catch anyone's clothes. So now that's what we've got. This has to be threaded onto your bracelet. Just like that. And you want to, we're now ready to knot this off and finish it off. So just put your finger through your loop so your beads don't fall off. Take your wire out. I'll just move these tools out of the way. So grab your tails, grab your other end, remove your bead stopper. So you've got your fingers through your loop, and you want to put your tails through the loop, like that. Now we need to move all these beads up towards the end of the loop. So you may have to sort of go around and feed them along a bit. So you want it to be firm, but not too tight. If you have it too tight, it puts too much pressure on your elastic, and your elastic will eventually fail. Okay, so we're looking like that. Now, the way I knot my elastic bracelets is I separate the tails, pass them through the bracelet. Sorry guys, my fingers are really, really cold. I should put a heater out here. And this is insisting on being a pain anyway. Okay, so pass them back through the bracelet and then just tie a regular overhand knot. Give it a bit of a tug. Do a second one. Give it a bit of a tug. Then go back through again. Swap them around. Tie another knot. And another one. Just regular overhand knots. Now pass them back through the bracelet again. Now this time you want to tie a surgeon's knot. So you go through your loop twice, pull it tight, and again. And then one more time. So go back through the bracelet. I'll show you why I do that in a sec. Another surgeon's knot. And one more surgeon's knot. Okay, now by putting the tails back through the bracelet, you can see the knot lays along the elastic rather than all piling up on top of each other. So that way, obviously, they're much easier to hide. So all we need to do now is cut those tails off. Grab yourself a pair of scissors and cut them fairly close to the knot. Grab yourself some glue. Now I use this T8000 glue. I like this glue because it doesn't dry hard. It's still quite flexible when it's dry. Things like super glue are hard and they tend to crack and basically aren't really great for jewellery making. And the thing is too that, you know, at the end of the day, this knot's not going anywhere. So the glue is just for a little bit of added security. Now we're going to hide our knot inside the veil bead, just like that. So there you have it. You would never know that that's got a knot in it. So obviously now you need to leave that to dry. And once it's dry, off you go. You can wear your brand new mala bracelet, which look absolutely fabulous with any outfit. And they have a practical purpose as well. They're also good for people with anxiety, where you can just, you know, count along the 6 beads and get to the station bead. They're really, really good for people like that, and also for when you're meditating. So I think they're a fabulous piece of jewellery, and personally I think everyone should have one. But that's just my opinion. And I guess my message today is for everyone that it's okay not to be okay. You know, if you're not okay, reach out to someone and talk to them. Just talk about it is what you need to do. And, you know, don't worry that you're going to become that guy who's got the, you know, the mental problems or whatever, you know, however you want to look at it. You're not going to be that guy. People love you and they want to support you and they want to help you. So it's okay not to be okay. And that's pretty much it from me today. All my jewellery items are available for sale in my stores. The links are below in the description. I've got an Etsy store and a Shopify store. And if you could like and subscribe to my channel, would be absolutely amazing. And that's it from me for today. So I wish you all well, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.